Hello everybody. So I'm going to react to a video today. Again with my phone. And let's just get into this because it's really, really crazy, really stupid. And then I have another surprise for you later today. Here we go. You ready for this? Let's get ready for this, y'all.
Good morning guys and welcome back to another video. So today is a very exciting day because I'm no longer on my potato reset. I've done 3 weeks of eating.
If this is your actual voice, honey, you need to get that checked out. I really think you do. Get your throat looked at, like, thoroughly, because or if you have some kind of infection, get it taken care of, because that is not good. Like, you have something going on with your voice it means your voice isn't healthy. At most, my voice gets a bit shaky if I'm like dried out or whatever, but that's just not good.
Potatoes, and I want to show you what I actually eat today in order to kind of become a normal human again. I must say, I have a very, very crazy, messy kitchen, and I'm about to leave the house in like 20 minutes, and I've got the kids, so we're going to be out for ages, so I'm making breakfast.
Now, I don't want to show kids, but if you do see them, I'm really sorry. That's not my intention is not to be like, malicious. So bear that in mind. I know some people will probably take this as being malicious. There's a time and place to care about feelings, okay? And when your diet is hurting you, I don't care about feelings at that point. Suck it up, Take the criticism. If you can dish it out, you can take it. If you're going to yell at people, for example, oh, but this is the best way to eat because you're going to stay thin and blah, 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 blah. When you know that the diet is not making you feel good health-wise, like energy-wise, you feel like crap, suck it up. Eat your meat. I don't care about your fifis. So, yeah.
Making lunch and I have a lot going on, but it's very funny. Do you know what I did this morning? I woke up and I baked some sweet potatoes. I don't know what happened. I was just all
Brain fog. It's weird because I don't wake up and start looking for eggs, because I used to, when I first started keto, eggs were my go-to breakfast. Every morning would be eggs. Whether it was scrambled, boiled, it was always eggs. Eggs. I never woke up since living on my own and started searching in my fridge for eggs, only to discover, oh my gosh, I don't have eggs.
Autopilot. I didn't even think about it. They're in the oven baking away, so I've got some sweet potatoes for later. And then, in all honesty, I was having to think about what I could actually eat for breakfast, and I had those leftover white sweet potatoes in the fridge. And remember, I did loads and loads of cinnamon on them yesterday, and I had that like 3 times. But I woke up craving that, and so I've made a big batch. So
you're craving carbs. See, you're eating a lot of sweet things. Sweet potatoes, they're sweet in their own way. They're definitely not sweet as in like, now I've had sweet potato fries. Those are sweet. Like they're actually sweet, but mashed, ugh. They're just like, they taste just the way turnip does. And turnip, I haven't tried it ever since switching over to this diet, but I'm going to tell you, it stinks. It stinks. Turnip stinks. I'm sure sweet potatoes probably stink when they're cooking too. I can't eat them mashed. Blech. Blech.
Even though I'm not on my potato reset anymore, I am starting the day with potatoes. Oh my gosh. Honestly, if you've never tried potatoes like that, sweet potatoes, just slice them up and then just cinnamon in the air fryer and it's like totally caramelized.
Blech. How do you do that with no, like, ugh, gross. Your zinc, girl, is absent. You have no zinc in your blood. If you had zinc in your blood, trust me, my mom, she was taking zinc for a while. And she said that, like, after a while, she noticed her smell was changing. Her sense of smell was changing. I was like, I did learn that if you're low on zinc, your smell, it affects your smell. So maybe you're actually smelling things that you've never smelled before, but it's probably because your zinc levels have risen enough to where you can start smelling more. Because she makes a SCOBY and has trouble sometimes determining whether the batch is okay. The SCOBY is okay or whatever. So she's had to have me come out several times to smell it. Now, she has a good sense of smell, but for some reasons, the kombucha isn't always the easiest thing to pick out for her. So I have to smell it, and she'll be like, here, does this smell weird to you? And I'll smell it, and I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe a little, but anyway.
System. It is amazing. So obviously for my veggies, I've got purple cabbage, courgette, carrots, and I'll show you what I've made the kids for food today. I have got in the bottom there a raspberry oat bake kind of situation, which I need to get out of the oven right now. Sorry, it's a really mad morning. I've got so much going on, but I thought I would still film and keep you guys part of it, because this is what a mad morning looks like for me, and it's totally doable to still have a whole food, plant-based lifestyle.
I don't know about that, girl. You don't sound like you're doing too good. I don't know if it's just the voice, but overall, she sounds like she speaks in the same register anyway. It could just be the voice thing, but something's wrong with your voice. You need to get that checked out. Get your throat checked out for infection, or maybe get on some allergy stuff. I don't know. Because when you're vegan, you need to take all sorts of medication. So if you're going to stay vegan, that's what you got to do. But yeah, like, dude, you don't sound like you're doing great. You really don't. Your brain in particular. We have our moments. It's normal to have brain moments, but vegans seem to have them a lot more.
Just doing some Bop It. The oatmeal baked porridge stuff isn't ready yet, but what I've made the kids for lunch is I just had some broccoli and some rice in the fridge, done it with a little bit of tofu, and calling it a stir fry, so it's super easy and quick. And I'm going to do them some cucumber as well. They just both stuffed their face with loads of mango because James just went to the shops. Anyway, I'll let you know when I eat some stuff. But oh my god, I totally forgot that I can actually eat fruit. So fruit is just like such a fantastic on the go when I'm out and about with the kids.
Carbs.
If I'm busy, so I'm going to be bringing 2 pears and 2 apples, and I'm very, very, very excited.
Is that for all of them or just for her? That's a lot of fruit. You're going to upset your stomach so much. Holy. You know, squishy poop is not normal. That should not be what's happening. When I have squishy poop, I know there's something wrong with me. There is. There is.
About fruit.
Guys, if you're wondering where I am, I'm in my bedroom. It's the only quiet place. That's also why I'm using my phone. I can't just I could move my computer in here, I suppose. It's just a lot of work, and it's connected through the Ethernet, and the only place that the Ethernet can connect is out there in the other room where the fridge is, because my place is an open concept, so everything is like connected. But anyways, back to this.
For those of you who think fruit is boring, think again, baby. Hi guys, so we have spent the last couple hours at Soft Play, and now we've just come over the road to an amazing park area, and we're just going to have a little picnic here. So let me show you what I have got. Okay.
You sound high, by the way. Really high the way you're talking. I don't mean the voice or the accent. You just sound high.
Let me see where I can prop you up. Right, that seems good. Cracking. Right, so as always, you guys know I'm starting my day. Okay, veggies all down, and now it's sweet potato time. Babies are just...
Those poor kids eating veggies. Oh, the fiber and their tiny, tiny little guts. Vegans. Parents, do whatever the frig you want. Stop doing it to kids. Vegan Deterioration has kind of stopped making videos on this now. but I'm going to harp on it as well. Kids need nutrients. You guys need to read more into those articles about raw, especially the raw vegan diets and starvation. Kids dying of starvation. Like, raw is worse, yes, but your diet is really no better. The earlier you feed your kids vegan diets, the shorter lifespan they're gonna have. Not kidding. Sorry, not sorry. So, mothers, look into this. Your kids, and this woman's kids here are very young. I can tell, given the way their voices are and, you know, the way they speak and stuff. You should be ashamed of yourself, woman. These kids are not happy. They're not. And I'll explain why.
Enjoying their lovely snacks. Oh, God.
They're sick. I bet you they're sick all the time. Huh? Both of them are coughing there. You hear that? Both of them. And one of them has really filled up. I would not be surprised if they're sick all the time.
Both coughing. Yes, I'm actually addicted to these. They are so amazing.
Oh, yeah. Because they're carbs.
This one will be a good one.
Okay, give it a big throw.
There.
Go for it, babes. Hey.
Yay. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I'm a vegan parent. And I'm so happy and healthy. And so are my kids. Your kids are just high on sugar right now. They're going to crash. And you're going to see that. You're going to hear her mention that. Woman, get your kids off this dang diet. They will have stable energy. This is why I'm keto carnivore. Paleo keto at most, but keto carnivore? This is why I'm keto carnivore. I hate those heavy, like, fluctuations. Like, high, low, high, low, high, low. I need something that's stable. I need my energy to remain stable. I can't keep going from high to low, high to low, high to low all the time. It's awful. It is not fun. I hate it. Hate it.
So surprise, surprise, we are still out and about and it's like 2 o'clock. Wait, can you get my stick? If I drop my stick. So yeah, we're still out and about, it's about 2 o'clock and I, like a fool, didn't really bring any lunch for myself. There's some more oaty cake I made for the kids in the car, but I think we're gonna head back now and get some food.
Woman, your diet is candy. Candy and just pure candy. Nutrition by Victoria 2.0, I swear.
Food, but I'm not as prepared today as I wanted to be. Note to self, next time bring loads of...
See how mentally just all over the place she is? I get it, sometimes we have days like this, but vegans have it a lot more. They have more than one incident too. Like today I had an incident like that. I had a miscommunication with somebody. I won't go into the full details of it, but I basically misunderstood an email conversation we were having. Yeah. It's normal to have that at times, but every day, all the time, day in, day out, 24/7, or almost like, I only have this about maybe once a week, or if I'm overtired, maybe a few times a week, but once a week at most if I'm overtired, I meant. But a lot of the time, I have it probably once a month. It's hormonal. I am going to put it down to hormones. And probably because I'm not always, like, maybe the carbs are affecting me more than I realize and I don't know. Or maybe the caffeine from my cocoa and kombucha. I don't know. I don't drink more than the one serving that I mentioned, like the one serving of cocoa, the one serving of kombucha. I don't drink more than that each day. That is it. I have not gone over. I have not gone under. On the rare occasion, I might drink 2. That's probably part of it because I did drink 2 the other day, and maybe the reset is hitting my brain like hardcore, and it's like I don't know. Anyways, I digress. So, but vegans have this every day, almost every day. I only have this hit me like probably, so once a week if I'm overtired maybe, and then once a month, maybe even once every 2 months. Who knows? And it's usually not too major. But, oh goodness, vegans forget a bunch of stuff, and it's every minute of every second, you know? Like, there's always something.
Extra stuff, just in case, because you never know how the day's going to go. I thought I brought loads of food, but clearly not enough. That is all right. Every day is a learning experience, and we just need to remember that. So we've just nipped back home really quickly. We're about to head out to the park to see some friends, and I didn't have any food ready, so I'm just going to throw myself together a really quick smoothie, quick and simple. This is my first non-potato thing, really. So I've got a third cup of oats, 2 bananas, loads of spinach, massive amount of blueberries, mixed berries, and some mango.
Oh yeah, get that diarrhea going. Woo! Diarrhea!
Tiny splash of soy milk, and I'm going to do some water as well. That is going to be massive, gigantic, very hydrating feast, which I need with me.
Massive, gigantic, massive. Why do these vegans need to make them so cute? Oh, right. Because they're not actually eating anything of nutritional value.
On the go, so let's do this. We're back at home. It's like 5 o'clock. We've literally been out all day, and we had such a lovely time. That smoothie kept me going, and obviously that was my...
Yeah, no crap. Carbs are like a drug. They light up the same neural pathways. Look it up. Look it up. Okay? That's what carbs do. And also, the sugar high. You're gonna get shaky here though, I'm sure. I can't see her, so I won't know if she's shaking, but holy crap.
First non-potato-y thing. It was very yummy, and I had some oats in there and some fruity stuff, and it was very nice. But the thing that I loved about today is, because I was out and about all day, I wasn't just...
Those kids sound miserable, by the way. You can hear that. Hear that in the background? They don't sound happy at all. They sound miserable.
Around thinking about food and making food, I was really focusing on being out and about with my kids. So I only stopped to eat when my body was like, I need some food. So that is just so amazing. That is the power of just getting on with your life and just having a nice full life and not...
You shouldn't be hungry all the time though. Even every 2 to 3 hours. You should not be hungry like that. You shouldn't even get shakes. If you want your A1C and your blood sugars just in general to flatline, that is where carnivore comes in. No matter what protein source you eat as a vegan, you're not going to totally flatline your sugars. They shouldn't go up too much. They shouldn't raise and lower too much. If you're having that problem, clearly you're eating too many carbs. Clearly. And if you're a type 1, same issue. You're eating too many carbs, and then your insulin is not quite well regulated, so you could be, there could be miscommunication or miscalculation there.
Just sitting, waiting, and thinking about food, which I tend to...
Woman, your kid is calling you. Oh, I hate this. They don't pause the video. They just let their kids scream, "Mommy, mommy, mommy."
Do more often in the winter because we're at home. So in the summertime when I'm out and about, that is such a easier way of listening to your hunger fullness cues because you're just naturally busy.
I wonder if vegans are actually sometimes I wonder if they experience going deaf. I know some of them get really sensitive to sound, but I wonder if others go deaf and then they can't really hear anything that's more than I don't know, a foot away from them or something like that. I don't know. Because that kid, I can hear them clear as day. The whole place echoes when he or she calls out, right? I can't tell from the sound because the voice is so small.
But it's just so interesting how I've just remembered that going out and about really helps me listen to a hunger fullness cues so much better. Anyway, I need to make food. It's getting super late. I think I've got purple lips. I do.
You got purple lips? It could be from the smoothie, but honestly, purple lips, that could also be a sign there's something wrong. A sign there's something wrong. You woman, this diet is not doing crap for you.
Yes, so I'm going to be making a big Indian feast tonight. I haven't really figured out what I'm making. James is still at work. Well, he's working up there, but he's still doing it. It means he's not down here. So I've got the kids who are very tired. I need to...
Yeah, you know why they're that tired? Sure, they can get tired from a lot of play, but guess what? They become even more tired if you feed them on a limited diet of just sugar, sugar, sugar. Carbs! Kids do love carbs, but that doesn't mean that should be the base of their diet. Kids should only be given carbs on special occasions, just like adults. Look, we, as a human species, have a proper human diet. There is a proper diet. We're not just supposed to eat whatever. We're not special. We're not special. We're not better than any other animal. And I always felt that way, even when I was just eating whatever. I didn't think much of it. I'm like, I always questioned to myself, how come we have to eat all of these crazy things? Whereas animals have very specific dietary things. Like birds have, a lot of songbirds have like insects and seeds. Whereas our pet birds are fed just seeds and nuts, maybe some egg here and there or something like that. But why is it we're just fed anything? Dogs. Think about the crap they give dogs and they wonder why they have to go to the vet so often. Like it's just absurd. And they think like, oh, humans can eat everything. Humans can eat If we can eat everything, then by that logic, we really should be able to eat poison ivy, cardboard, dirt, and I mean like dirt that would make anybody sick. We should be able to literally drink and eat anything. Literally. And I know that isn't literally what it means, but we should not be eating like industrial products, like industrial oils. We should not be eating lab created anything. All we should be eating is meat, primarily 99% meat at the most. Okay? 90% meat at the least. We are hyper carnivores. We are not hypo. We are not herbivores. We are none of that. No. We are hyper carnivore. We are carnivores. Okay? So, that means that we cannot live on a diet of primarily carbs, because we don't have the hindgut. Look at a freaking gorilla. They're not in pain 24/7. They're not in pain. The gut swells up. That's natural for them to do. It's natural, and they're not in pain when it happens. For all I know, they probably feel nice and warm when that happens, right? But we, as a species, we're not supposed to be in pain when we digest food. We're not supposed to be in that level of pain. We're not supposed to be in pain when we go poo. We're not supposed to be in pain when we go pee. We're not supposed to push out giant stones and expect that to be the norm. We're not supposed to be pushing out little pellets of poop, and we're not supposed to have watery poop. It's not normal. None of that is normal. We should be there's a norm for every species on the planet. Every species on the planet has solid poo. Has like when they're healthy, they have solid poo. They have they eat very specific things because if they're meant to eat plants, you will know they have like the gut, the special gut compartments and things like that. They have cecums as well. Humans don't have cecums. We only have an appendix. Carnivores have the appendix. They have gallbladders. Herbivores don't have gallbladders. They don't. You know what the gallbladder's for? Digesting fat. You know how to make it digest fat? Eat fat. You know how to make it work? Eat fat. these low-fat diet pushers and starch pushers and stuff, your gallbladder, you can say bye-bye to.
Quickly make them a smoothie or something just to keep them going. And then let's do this. I'm going to do a dal. And James wanted like a butter chicken tofu situation. So I need
He wants real chicken and real butter.
to give my sister-in-law a ring and figure out how she would do that. And then try and make that real quick. And then I've already got loads of rice left over from yesterday because we planned that. We knew we were going to be...
Mommy, go tend to your kid, woman. Good God. She's calling for you and you're just sitting there talking like you don't even give a crap. Maybe you don't give a crap about your kids. I mean, if you did, because remember how she's like, throw it, babes. That doesn't sound very affectionate. You'd think she'd at least try, even with her limited, abilities with her voice, whatever the heck's going on with it. She'd be like, throw it, babes. Instead of, way, she would have gone, woohoo,
Indian today. So it was a perfect plan. So loads of rice already done. And I put my sweet potatoes back in the oven just now because they weren't quite finished. So anyway, got loads of things going on. I'll show you a little bit of the process in a moment.
She's so scatterbrained. I mean, I am too, but
yes, let's go do some Indian. Okay, so I've got loads of things on the go. I just blended up loads of onion and garlic, and I just stuck that in my Instant Pot to kind of cook down. And I just chatted to my sister-in-law's steak, so she told me how to do this butter chicken thing, and it's so easy. So I'm just going to whack in 2 tins of tomatoes and like a little ham.
that is a lot of nightshades. And I think nightshades were really a huge problem for me. Even on keto, I was eating a lot of like chili and tomato-y things with tomato in them. Like, it was bad.
Full of nuts, or I guess I could do a little bit of silken tofu if I've got some. That'll be better. But really, that's kind of optional. And then you just kind of blend it up until it goes nice and saucy. And then I'm going to do my tofu on the side. Then you just put your spices in. So it's pretty simple. What I am going to do right now is going to make my kids their favourite, which is spinach tofu. God, have we got enough tofu? Who knows? I might have to do like butter potatoes or something.
Hear how like messed up her brain is, like, and this is throughout the entire video. Like, this is only a 9-minute video. She's all over the place. She can't keep herself straight at all. Like, always there's something. Did I have this? Did I do this? Oh crap, look at that. Oh my gosh, what is this? What did I do? Oh shoot. Like,
You guys are doing the pop. So anyway, I'm going to whack this spinach in here, blitz it up with loads of spices and stuff, and then put some tofu in for the kids. Okay, I want to quickly show you how I'm doing my super simple dal. I've got the onions and the garlic that I blended up and cooked for like 5 minutes, so they're a little bit nice and translucent. Couple of cups of red lentils, and then I've got half a tin of tomatoes. I've got 2 teaspoons of coriander, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and some salt, and that's basically it. Oh no, and some cinnamon. The cinnamon is...
ugh. Ugh. I hate when people mix sweet with sour and like gentle with hot. Like, there was a pumpkin soup my mom tried, a recipe of pumpkin soup. She tried ginger. There was ginger in with all the other spices. I've had something similar to that before. She didn't even like it. It was disgusting.
Good touch. And then I'm just going to add in loads and loads of water. Probably more than that. You always need more water. I'm not doing measurements for the water. Anyway, that's the general vibe.
Gross. Could you imagine how sloppy that would get if you did put too much water? Clearly you can put too much water and stuff.
Stick it in the Instant Pot for 1 minute. Done. Dal. Super speedy. Just wanted to share with you guys an interesting observation. Now that I can have all the food again, I find myself...
You're not having all the food if you're taking out meat. Just saying.
like reaching to grab and like eat some bits of tofu.
You're malnourished. And you literally want to eat everything and anything. Your body's telling you, I'm super hungry. Because I've been doing this diet for 3 years, and I have not needed to just reach randomly and eat little bits of food here and there. No, maybe I'll have a small bit if I'm super hungry and can't wait. I'll have like a little bite or two of something. But that's it. I don't go reaching for food.
And eat some bits of things while I'm making stuff, where obviously when I was doing my potato reset, those were completely out of bounds, so I just wasn't even thinking about it. But now that I'm able to do that, I'm just reaching and like thinking about snacking stuff, and I just thought that was so interesting. So it's like, it's those things that the potato reset really also cuts out of your life, any extra other snacking that isn't a potato. And a lot of time there's non-potato related things around. So I just thought that was worth sharing. That is also one of the massive benefits of a potato reset. Obviously, I do need to adjust back into regular life, and that's perfect, but it's making me hyper aware of the fact that I'm reaching and snacking and grabbing stuff. So I'm not actually doing it. I nearly did, and I was like, oh, why do I need that? Anyway, just thought that was interesting. I would...
Dude, you need to eat meat. You're never gonna have that impulse again.
Munching on some carrots right now, but we have no carrots. We're very low on groceries
Loads of meat too.
at the moment. Oh, dal is ready, guys. Dal is ready. Amazing. If you guys have made a dal before, you know it thickens up like mad. So I made it extra watery for that very purpose. Oh, it's going to be delicious. I'm out in the garden because inside is an absolute crazy show. But anyway, I want to show you what I'm having for dinner tonight. So this is kind of my version of a butter tofu, but with no butter and no tofu. Obviously, it's a replica of a chicken tofu.
Gross. Gross. Blech. I don't know what she's using for her vegan butter type situation thing, but yuck. Yuck.
Buttered potatoes, basically. Leftover broccoli, a tomato, and loads of dal. I wasn't really in the mood for the spinach stuff. I did it with a handful of...
Yeah, spinach is awful for you. Do not eat spinach. I don't eat spinach at all anymore. I don't eat any leafy greens anymore because of the oxalates. There's too many oxalates even in spinach. Like, I'm not afraid of fruit compared to spinach. Like, bleh, bleh. I've heard of people getting hospitalized because of a certain amount of spinach they had.
Cashews and silken tofu, but I wasn't really feeling it. So anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy this massive, lovely, amazing Indian feast. Obviously, I know it's potato-y, but
You're malnourished. You wouldn't need to have super massive, ginormous, super big, huge, giant, ginormous, massive, whatever word you want to throw in there. Dude, you are malnourished. You are starving.
also got the lentils, so it is different. But I'm still just loving the potatoes.
And yeah, of course you're in love with potatoes because you love carbs. Everybody loves carbs. Carbs! Okay, guys. So that is that for that reaction. I will... this will be uploaded first thing, as you will notice. And then I have another video coming out pretty soon. I say later today. I know that I'm talking basically in the future. So I'm filming this the day before this is scheduled. This is going to be scheduled to go up. So hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Bye!